Hi, ladies. I know it's been a while since I posted the last video. My life's been a bit busy, but I'm going to try my best to post more often so that at least you guys can have something to watch and that don't go too long without a video. So today I just want to encourage or help some ladies because a lot of times we are in these situations where we don't know whether you're in the right relationship or not, or you're wondering if you should leave or not, or you're wondering what kind of guy am I even looking for in the first place. And one of the easiest tools is to use if you're in a relationship already is, does this person bring out the worst in me or does this person bring out the best in me? Um, the partner that God intends for you is a partner that's going to help build you up. It's a partner that's going to help you to be better. It's not someone that's going to make you feel worse and feel bad about yourself and who you are. If you look at a relationship that you're in and you feel worse about the person that you are now than before you're in a relationship, then you need to question why you're in this relationship with this person and if this person is good for you. If you find yourself being an insecure person, you're very insecure, then you need to find out, because there's some relationships that bring out certain traits in you that if you were with the right person, those traits would not come out. And that is true story. I discovered that about myself as well. And I only discovered it only after I had met my husband, because if you're constantly dating some guys, or if you're constantly dating guys that cheat on you, trust me, you're always going to be insecure in that relationship. And it's unfair for anyone to judge you and say that you're insecure when you're in a relationship with someone who's cheating. But if you're in a relationship with someone that makes you feel secure in the relationship, someone that loves you, who's always making you know that he loves you, someone who always lets you know where he is, someone who just is not secretive, someone who's always open books about everything that they do, then you'll find yourself not being insecure. You find yourself feeling very secure in that relationship. You find yourself being at peace in that relationship. And as ladies, you really need to take that seriously. It's a very important tool that you need to use, because a lot of times as ladies, we've lowered our standards, and we are compromising who we are and compromising what our potential is, because you get into a relationship with someone who brings out the worst out of you, someone who doesn't bring out the best out of you. You can't blossom in that relationship. You can't be positive in that relationship. You can't build who you are in that relationship. You can't even build your career in that relationship, because you're in a relationship with someone that brings down your self-esteem, someone that you're constantly fighting with. And the thing is, as ladies, we're always so hard on ourselves when you are in relationships, and the thing is, with people, as a nature of habit, you tend to date the same kind of person over and over again. And as ladies, you end up thinking that that's the type of person that you are, because you constantly keep dating guys that cheat. So then you end up believing that you are an insecure person. And that's not who you are. It's just that you keep dating people that bring out the insecurities out of you. But if you were to change those kind of people that you date, and you started dating someone that makes you feel secure, someone that makes you feel at peace, someone that makes you feel safe and secure about your relationship, then you'd never feel insecure, and you'd never get those insecurity traits. Those traits would never come out, because that person that you're with doesn't do anything to make you feel insecure. And the thing is, as women, we're so quick to just bash ourselves all the time and blame ourselves for failed relationships, when it's really just the people that you're getting into relationships with are not people that are helping you to feel better about yourself or helping you to be positive. And And that's just a simple basic way to see if you need to stay in a relationship or not. If you're in a relationship where you're constantly fighting, and yeah, I'm using the word fighting, it is not normal to be fighting in a relationship. What? Yes, it's not normal for you to be fighting in a relationship. You can disagree, yes, but you don't need to be fighting. You don't need to be calling each other out of your names. You don't need to be throwing things. You don't need to be banging doors. That is not normal. And if you're in a relationship with someone like that, that's a toxic relationship. And that is not normal. No, that's not what everyone else is doing. And that is not what God has intended for relationships and marriages. So if you find yourself in a marriage, in a partnership, in a relationship with where you fight, and when you fight, you're calling each other names, you're saying very mean, nasty things, unholy words, and you're throwing things at each other, you're banging doors, all of those things, and you're being physically abusive towards each other, then that is not a godly relationship, regardless of the fact that in 2 days you guys are going to make up and it's going to be so hot and it's going to be awesome, it's going to be so emotional. Like, who cares about that? None of it has anything to do with what God has planned for you, because now that means that's the rest of your life. That's a relationship that you have tied yourself to for the rest of your life. It's a roller coaster, and guess what that relationship does? It stops you from reaching your full potential. It stops you from becoming the real person that God wants you to be, because you're with a person that doesn't know how to bring out the best out of you. You're with a person that just knows how to bring out the worst out of you. Because a lot of times, if people have their own baggage, and that baggage comes with its own spiritual baggage, and spiritual baggage can reflect onto you. And if you had a little bit of an anger issue, and then you get into a relationship with someone who's got an overt anger issue, that spirit is going to overwhelm you, and then both of you are going to have anger issues in that house, and that is not normal. That person is bringing out the worst out of you. And I promise you, if you get out of that relationship and you get into a godly relationship, a relationship that God wants you to be in, you will never see that ugly side of yourself ever again. You will never see that petty side of yourself again. You'll never see that insecure side of yourself again. And that is a true story. So never, with women, we just like to take blame all the time and blame ourselves and say that's just the way that I am in relationships. I'm just an insecure person. Oh my gosh, I have anger issues. I'm not saying those things don't exist, but most of the time, especially with women, what happens is in a relationship, we go with the tone that the man has set in the relationship, and that determines how we react and respond in the relationship. And if you decide to stay in a relationship that is toxic, in a relationship where it's just negative and it is not building you, then that's just not you're just not doing yourself any justice. You're going to be stuck in this relationship and you're not moving forward. You need to be in a relationship with someone that brings the best out of you, someone that you smile more than you frown. Like, some of you have never seen your own smile in who knows how long inside your own house. You need to be with someone that makes you laugh, someone that makes you smile, someone that helps you to grow, someone who sees the positive things in you that you never saw, someone who shows you how to love. Like, some people don't even know how to love. You don't even know how to love. All you know is, what time are you coming home? Where were you last night? How come you came in at 3 a.m? That's all you know about a relationship. But you don't know the kind of relationship where you just sleep peacefully at home. You don't worry about where he is. You don't worry about who he's with. You don't worry about what he's doing, because you've got peace of mind in a relationship, and that is a gift from God. And so if you're in a relationship where you find that someone is not helping you to grow, someone is not building you, and they bring out these negative traits, then you need to get out, because that is not a godly relationship. A godly relationship is when you're with someone that brings out the best out of you, that brings out the smile, the joy, your own personal development, someone that encourages you to do better, that encourages you to want to be better, and someone that's with you, in everything that you want to do in your career, everything that you do, you find yourself being a better person. Now, that is a good relationship. That is a godly relationship. So that's all I have to share for today. I hope this helps.